The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping him. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now here's a throw. It's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Come on, set, Ben Black. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check it back, check it. 52 blaster. Check. Ready, go.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. Finding space at the 40.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Geno now to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. On second down, it's Walker. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. Third and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Geno. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So first and 10 now from the 30. On first and 10, it's Algier. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was first and 10, then second and 4. Now first and 10 again.
17. Ready, go.
On first down, here's Love.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
14 yards there on a Falcon first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. What we got? Hey, 1 set.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And the Seahawks first down.
Ready. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big cat.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, Take the football. Always take the football.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Second and 8.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Get that.
They'll drop to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, as the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
The final shot here before break, Smith. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. A
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll give it to Patterson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll look to throw.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in it as you profess. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham from 17 yards out.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done. And
is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own
35-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a give running right is Love. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Here we go.
3rd down, here's Patterson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. He's got his man, London, right side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week, and, well, one team has certainly followed through with that. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ridder, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Falcons start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Oh, he shifts past him, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. And going right back to Walker. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard. That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 33. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And some room to work. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 41 yards. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. offense out there for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And they'll indeed take a knee.